But they're not
kobolds
big,
eat
right?
potatoes?
We're like just visualizing it.
Small humanoid.
They're like
Yeah, a few feet.
We stand a short king.
2 or 3 feet high. Let's say.
Three in a trench coat equals a person.
Yeah.
Okay, so
sort of-
2 feet high.
Yeah,
2 feet
that's the
high.
rule. Yeah.
I'm there.
Gitvis the Great Worm, who governs your kobold society. Zaria the Easily Discouraged.
Oh.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, well, this is great, isn't it? It's going to scare all the rats away. Did you just give up?
Did any blood?
Why are we even here?
Hi! I love your hat.
Sounds distracted. I'd like to try and get the hat off.
Sure. As you're staring, there's a sort of blur above, and the antlers are just kind of swiped.
I
And
run off down the corridor going,
I challenge you to a duel.
like a sort of like a rock climber. That's what this is like. You kind of spring at this kind of armor, the chest piece, and just like that in kind of one of the joints.
Do you yield?
Dad! She sort of yells. You've died. Yes. Yeah. In a crunched up bone heap, you sort of bounce off of the wall and like crumpled up. The rest of you.
He owed me money as well.
Sorry
not
for-
getting that
well,
back.
I emerge from the shadows and drag the body into my little cave.
Yeah.
Trapdoor spider.
Yeah.
Opportunistic just means like.
I withdraw my harvesting knife from its sheath.
Yeah.
As he crumples to the floor, I'd like to say, hello, sometimes I think I love too much.
They're all starting to talk. I think we should crack on. Says the fighter. We don't have all day.
With what? Take me with you, I'll go first.
Are you volunteering to be a guide?
Yes, meat shield, guide, whatever you want, really.
You're Kirk the fun-loving.
Oh, sweet.
Party kobold.
I shimmy out of a corner.
From out of a hole.
Little Hawaiian shirt.
Where's the party at?
Druid, for such she is. Sort of says, with the blessing of nature, and goes like that, and a little fire kind of appears.
I stand very close to it.
I feel attacked.
I just feel drawn to the fire. I'm like,
The Dragonborn points to that and says, like, these are your tunnels. We're trying. We're.
That's a piece of paper.
yeah, the tunnels over
Yeah.
here.
We all point to the tunnels helpfully. Tunnels, we say.
The Dragonborn stands tall and says, "I'm sorry, I can't do this."
Seems these interlopers have come into our cave to kill all of us kobolds, haha. I say, doing squats.
Okay.
Oh, you've gone for gym bro healthy. Right, okay.
One of the kind, isn't it?
Oh, hang on, sorry. You missed a few. It says this to the.
Oh, they're an adventuring party, all right.
Griswold, whatever her name is.
Have you considered not going through the deepest
Surely
point?
you didn't misremember the name of Gitvis the Great Worm.
I'm dead. I can't remember anything.
That's Is there another route?
Sure as my name is Narka the Bland. It is.
You run up and touch the road like this.
Such health, such vigor.
It's useless to resist.
Dig deep for reserves I never knew I had. All right, I'd like to climb up her and bite her face.
With a bored sigh. No, actually with an apology. All of nature is beauteous. I do this for the greater good. And cast...
Did you hear this?
Yeah, sounds awfully familiar.
Yeah.
Annoying.
Wait.
Great, I would like to drown them. Drown to the depths.
I scurry into their singing circle and tunelessly join.
What's that liquid?
Yeah.
Why is it flowing fast?
It's water. It's quite spicy. Don't drink too much of it.
The druid's eyes open at your tuneless singing, and the three of them kind of look down into the middle of them, and you're like. And what is this? What's this in your hands?
I crack her across the face with my sword.
Yeah, there's a crack. Oh, bloody hell! The druid says, spitting out a tooth. They are part. Gentle kobold, I suspect you know not what you do.
Can I steal the tooth?
Eat it.
I eat the tooth.
Gain its knowledge.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
This is why we don't talk to them. You are pulled into the river and swept away.
No. You're so ambitious.
And you even trying that was too ambitious.
Swim for the bank. He doesn't want to.
No, I don't think so. It's not worth it.
Grab onto this.
Sinful speech.
You just tumble forward into the water
Oh,
with the wood.
oh, that's a bit wet.
Yeah. And are swept away.
'Tis a sin to be swept away on a Tuesday.
Explodes into a giant octopus. And dives into the water.
An affront to the gods!
Wow.
In a tangle of limbs.
What is going on?
Yes, my brother, unclean are they. They must be cleansed by the flowing waters of the big deep. And I go to also push them in as well.
The three of you jog up and place your hands on the halfling.
The gods have not smiled on us this day.
Sir, we appear to have intruders, sir.
Stand behind me, everyone.
Sure, you will.
Guests. And I start rearranging my tiny loincloth to make sure it's all straight.
That's more than Meryl went.
Could I'd like to
Rat gut
ready my
covered
sling.
kobold is more charismatic than Meryl.
Yes.
Hey, Daddy-O's, I say.
No, that's
you,
me.
You cool cats thinking of using the... you cool cats thinking of using the big metal bucket? Yeah,
Oh.
really disrupt the space. Love it.
God, there are more of them in here.
That's right, you're outnumbered, sir.
We're your family and we love you and we appreciate you.
So I think we should get in this car, man. Just see
I
where
don't
it goes.
I don't want you getting in
It's
the
like
car.
new-
I think it's too
New
dangerous.
places.
Do you want to
right?
be grounded again?
Cool stuff to do.
Look, I will take
Yeah.
away your privileges.
You're just going to disrupt
Turn this
the
minecart
whole
around.
mindset.
Yeah, we'll turn this Minecraft.
I would like to climb into the car
Get
stuff.
back here.
I meanwhile have prepared tea for our guests. It's small cups of rat blood. Tea! Tea! I'm so sorry. I'm terribly rude of me not to offer it earlier. Tea! Tea! Tea!
This one is offering some sort of disgusting drink.
Well, you haven't tried it yet.
Tell me, Beast, is this your urine?
No.
Not convinced.
Now,
Why are we still talking to the kobolds? Let's get
Well,
down
there's
this
no
tunnel.
need
We're
to
not-
be rude.
yeah, he's tried hard.
You're being
I
quite
appreciate
beastly
it.
now. I know you're our guests, but I think this is extremely rude.
Is anyone
This is
else
our house.
finding it very hard to think with all of these living kobolds around?
I won't be spoken to like that in my own house. Now, could you please leave?
Jane Cobalt's going to arrive and just be like, well.
Yeah, the tea boils off and it smells quite a lot like piss.
You really boiled his piss. That was the best in the first place. I'd like to try and style it out like I meant to go on fire.
Yeah, sure.
I'm like,
The new thing is
new
hot
hot
you're not on fire? You've never tried it?
This season, if you've got lots of skin, you're nothing. Yeah, and with a kind of little screeching sound, which sounds a bit like a kobold. but-
Father?
Well, the halfling.
How many bits are we talking?
Really unpleasantly, I think the halfling actually survived this death saving throw, but is by now like literally 2 miles down.
In a
sort
crunched
of-
up bone heap.
In a crunched up bone heap, so
No.
Sepsis will set in.
yeah.
Okay, I'm going to wait until they're praying, and then with a shout of, "You kill them all, you..." I'm going to try and stab the Dragon Ball in the neck.
I'm going to film the entire thing on my mobile phone.
Wow, that is modern.
I thought modern would be like a sort of a hat.
The printing press.
Yeah. It's a to break the neck and then just drop.
Yeah. Yeah.
I stopped recording and put the mobile phone on.
The Great Worm, her song, her special trance song, echoing through the tunnels. Not.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kicks you into the chasm.
Sorry, Zubish.
Kiz the uninhibited.
Yeah.
And what is Kiz wearing?
No.
That's up to Kiz, really.
He travels fastest, he travels alone. And yet, in this case, I feel like collective action would be
I stare blankly.
course of action.
Woo! Yeah, murder party.
If anyone would like
Are
to
you
help
still
me,
vacuous?
Yeah.
Wow. Longevity on those kobolds.
Surviving kobold.
Vacuous for life. Okay,
You're going
now
to be
I
the new
understand.
Great Worm if you make it.
just imagining Mike's character with a peloton
Yeah, exactly.
in his cave.
Bluetooth headset.
Soraglad, the Dragonborn, just drops. Like the heavy Dragonborn stone he is. Into the chasm. Melina, the druid, drops too, but after dropping for a few feet, there's a sort of soft noise, and you see a sparrow go like that.
Of course.
I give modern kobold a big kiss on the mouth.
Yeah.
And I'm a modern guy, so I'm into it.
I immediately set about forming a polycule.
Let's do Wall of Fire.
Great.
Can I counterspell that?
Hello.
Whoa.
What's this?
Sure you can.
Great.
Explain.
Well, I just feel like if you said no, it would be really inhibiting my my role playing.
Sure.
You're uninhibited in that you've got all of the spells and all
Yeah.
the abilities.
I'm not entirely sure how counterspell works, so I just rolled a d20 for a vibe check on
Yeah.
and that was a 3. So yeah, the flame wall is bloop, winks out of existence. Melina looks at you all across the chasm.
Scuttle across.
Can I get this worm song on Spotify?
Yeah, you.
Okay.
Yeah, you.
So we've got a
I'll play-
backup plan.
Yeah, we've got backup plan. If the song gets interrupted, I'll just play it on Spotify.
you have Spotify, but there's no songs on it. There's no music on it. It's just an empty app. How will you do it?
Slapping them on the rump.
I would like to
Get in there. Pow. Whee.
I'd like to deliver a passionate, intelligent speech.
Nice speech.
Yeah. Do you want to consider maybe not disrupting our most holy and precious ceremony?
Do you want to consider this? Thorn whip.
21.
Nice.
Uninhibited.
Unfettered by clothing, he was able to swing into action.
I have to keep the stats the same, but instead of a dagger, I just feel deep in my soul that Kiss has an empty tequila bottle. All of them just take off their loincloths and use them as slings.
Okay, cool.
Completely uninhibited, all of them.
All right, brilliant. So it's a sort of like big projectile sort
Yeah,
of thing.
just
Okay.
like a volley of small stuff. You
Cool.
said triple, I times it by 5.
Uninhibited by math.
Yeah.
Bound by your numbers.
In any case,
He's gone full non-Euclidean.
But I've got half a rat and a strip of copper
Oh
that
yeah.
I looted from my friends.
God.
I launched myself like a flying squirrel at her face.
Yep.
A cohort of flying squirrels.
Follow you. You miss.
Oh.
But
So I just like,
yeah, you just sail past.
Stop her.
Like that. Yeah. But that's fine because I've become weirdly invested in you not being too far.
Yeah.
You are one of the In fact, one of your cohort says no. You are one of the oldest and wisest. And if I'm her, and I'm looking at this,
Probably surrender, yeah?
that's actually not a spell written down here. I think. Melina looks around her, says, "Get cooked, kobold scum," in a real about-face from her, like.
Yeah.
And
Showing your
goes,
true colours.
goes ah like that. Her eyes sort of flash white, and lightning sparks out of her mouth. And presumably, somewhere above ground, a storm cloud may be forming,
Yeah.
but nothing happens down here.
Damn.
And she goes, "Oh, right," and then gets down on all fours and goes, "Ah!"
I follow suit. Like, why? Like,
What are we doing?
Yeah. And then goes,
I'm bear, woo!
I'm a sexy bear.
and then goes, "Oh, that's right."
So my little cohort and my CrossFit crew, they're all wearing little like tank tops with CrossFit, but with a K like a kobold.
Yeah.
K.
Okay, yeah. Sure.
They're all doing weird chin-ups.
Yeah.
Cool. See if it hits. It's a 15 to beat. Would you prefer this to be fatal or non-fatal?
I mean, it's kinda, isn't it?
Lawful evil, I believe, is what we are.
That's what it
Yeah, but I'm very
says.
forgiving. But
But
forgive-
maybe the greatest forgiveness is to
Yeah.
send her to a god.
yeah, I think we send her to the druidic gods to be
Send
at
her to
peace.
the great elf farm in the sky.
You standing atop of a little rock, you sort of spin up your sling.
Yeah. I say, I forgive you.
Yeah, you release one half of your sling, and yeah, your little pebble kind of arcs up. Melina sort of bursts up all of a sudden, scattering kobolds everywhere. She's like, her clothes are all gnawed and tattered, and she's bleeding from like 1,000 little cuts. And she goes, "Ah!" And then a pebble hits her just right in the temple. And
Deleted.
slumps to the ground, deleted, and for a moment, the only sound you can hear is the uninterrupted worm song. Reverberating around the crystals.
Johnny spring breaking around the place.
Yeah. But quietly,
Yeah.
and reverentially.
Reverentially, we all bowed our knee to our worm god and also our most venerable.
Yeah.
Jane Kobold.
I ascended.
The tribe elder.
All the trail.
And in the fullness of time, Get Fisted come to you, Jane Kobold, the vacuous,
Yeah.
and placed her elderly
Crystal crown.
crystal crown on you, and said, "'Tis done." And then she fell in a hole.